2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Los Angeles Clippers.
The fog pouring across the Golden Gate Bridge and into the Bay Area tonight. We're just about set for action. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Monday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And looking at the Suns matchup, it's never easy going up against the top team in the West. But if they're able to come away with the win, it's going to be a huge confidence booster.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Morris is out there with Harrell. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverley in at the 1 spot. And for the Warriors, we've got Lee. Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And there's Chriss. And it's Curry in at the point guard position.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered. And Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
On its way from Curry for 2, and that one hits back iron.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Doris, you can't say enough about the defense of Paul George. I mean, he is absolutely terrific on that end of the floor.
That is in addition to being an all-NBA level offensive performer. So you think about what Paul George brings on the defensive end. The on-ball defense is incredible. He knows when to help off on drives. This guy is easily one of the best defenders at his position, if not the best.
Beverley finds Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Well, at 6'9", with good athleticism, dunking not a problem for Mr. Morris. Give him some space, and he makes you pay.
Wiggins passes to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State. Bucket is good.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
Clippers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. He told me it's always a challenge when you face a team this opportunistic. He said those guys are going to look to take advantage of any weakness. We have to really communicate defensively tonight. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, D.A. Thanks. We'll see if they can defend and close out on shooters the way they hope to.
Yeah, and one way to take a good shooter out of his rhythm, force him to put the ball on the floor.
The other thing, Greg, is avoid fouling. Don't bail guys out and give away points at the line.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
In the corner, George with it. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Adjusting to the NBA game for this latest class of rookies, Doris. Always growing pains, a feeling out process. It's always interesting to watch that being put together.
There are, Kev. There always seem to be a couple of welcome to the NBA moments as a rookie. Certainly you might take your lumps here and there, but this is a talented young group. Can't wait to see what they do.
I can't either. Williams, he's checked in for the Clippers from about 16. And there's Paul George on the assist by Williams. 6 points for George. Warriors trail by 10. Down low. Chriss can't hit.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Williams attacking, lays it up and banks it in.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And here is Los Angeles now. 9-point game. Now, here's George. Tight defense on him. Passes to Williams. The shot's good on the assist by George. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial six-man of the year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Patterson comes in for Morris. And it's Jackson in for Leonard. Good work there as it goes.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 13. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 20-7 run. George, no good. Golden State's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 6.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Jackson down low. Looney on him. And Looney sends it back. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge.
Boy, the ability to pull the trigger so quickly. Steph Curry doesn't even appear to set himself. If it's a clean catch, he's getting that shot off.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Pascal to the right side. To the inside. Here is Caspi, defended by George. A 3-ball. Curry's shot is off. With 1 on the clock, he's off on that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Steph Curry.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
They've got Curry. Caspi is out there with Looney. And it's Poole in at the 2 spot. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Here's Jackson. But they'll get another chance. Another shot, and it's good on the lay-in. Jackson's got his first basket of the night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Williams. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Williams has got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers. I'll grade the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams, 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective, only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
For the Clippers, Harrell, he's checked in for Patterson. Kawhi Leonard comes in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Warriors may have some injuries that they're going to deal with this season, but they're going to do it in a dynamic new building, Chase Center in San Francisco. The more than $1 billion, that's with a B, dollar arena is hopefully going to generate revenue for the team off the floor and allow them to keep some great players in uniform on the floor. It's going to be state-of-the-art here in Golden State as the team moves from Oakland after spending more than 4 decades playing at Oracle Arena.
DA, as you and I were talking, they hate to leave where they've been so successful in Oakland, but this building is amazing. Thank you. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubac. Again, Leonard missing. Warriors trail by 17. Green kicks to Chriss. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, this guy, a top 10 pick in 2016, we have seen Marquese Chriss' talent. We've also seen the areas where he can improve.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And with Wiggins, Doris, and his struggles last year, he seemed to be relying more on his outside shot.
You wonder if Wiggins feels the pressure of an NBA that now so heavily emphasizes that three-point shooting. But his strength, to me, is putting the ball on the deck, attacking the rim, and relentlessly going at defenders. He's got to get back to that.
And the Clippers have possession. Morris dishes to Leonard. Caspi gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Pass to Beverley. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Harrell.
Such a skilled defender. Draymond Green smothering the offensive player. That's nice.
Warriors trail by 15. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. LA has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Jackson looking around. They get the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. The pass to Chriss. Shoots a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Chriss has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Here's Morris. Drills the elbow jumper. And the Clippers lead by 14.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
No good from Caspi.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Morris, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
No good from Caspi. Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's Leonard, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Marquese Chriss did not like that.
Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court he makes a lot of noise.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. There's the foul against the Clippers. The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And both free throws good for Wiggins.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Williams for 3. The shot, no good. And so it's Los Angeles, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Defensively, they have... Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports playing extremely well lately and making some... That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Harrell in at the center. At the elbow, Green. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
How good is Green at drawing solid contact? He plays with a ton of heart. He's really good at making the defense commit.
Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
George, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Passes it to Chriss. Over Harrell. The Clippers grab the miss. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. The feed now to Green. Over Morris. And the Warriors miss again. Clippers leading by 17. Here's Leonard. And the rejection by Curry.
Well, stepping up his game on the defensive end, Steph Curry reads the play and sends it back.
Pass to Wiggins. Green finds Wiggins. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And so Beverley will bring it up for the Clippers. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. And here's Morris for 3. It's good from long range. Morris has got 9. Doris, if you were going to build a team around one player, who would that player be?
Well, I think because of his age and continued growth opportunity, I would probably say Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at an MVP level. He's still got another decade where he's probably in the peak range of his playing capabilities. And the reality is Giannis still has so much growing to do. He's a force at the rim. He continues to build that three-point game. And Kev, once he gets that in-between game, he will be unguardable.
Can't argue with that at all.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points. Let's take a look at Paul George, some stats on him. Great showing for him last season. First in steals. And, of course, one of the game's truly elite scorers with the second most points per game in the league.
And as you said, first in steals last season. You have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Curry can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And George, here we go.
I'll tell you, there's little you can do to stop Paul George when he's got his game going. He has the lane to the rim, and you know he's going to finish.
Outside Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
And Greg, you know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Caspi, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Jackson, and he converts the layup. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Stolen by Zubac. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That's good from Williams on the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Poole the pass to basket. Good on the shot. And here's Los Angeles. George looking around. On the wing, Jackson. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Los Angeles with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Boy, GA, how about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Williams and Shamet are the guard set. Then there's Patrick Patterson. It's Kabengele in at center, locking down the middle. Second chance shot, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the Clippers get called for the foul. And the first one drops.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
For the Clippers, Jermichael Green comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Lou Williams. Now the pass to Mann. From down in the low post, it goes.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And it's Kabengele with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And that one's good, Shamet.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Out to the wing. Looney kicks to Randall. 14 feet away. They grab their own miss. And the Warriors miss again. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Puts it up from 12. And it's Kabengele with the rebound. Kabengele's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Randall brings the double team to the middle. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on an 11-2 run. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Green, and it's denied. He's covered by Shamet. Yes, that goes in.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. People look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance with others. But by and large, it is more stable than coaching, isn't it? That position of being a GM.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, if you were to ask coaches, one of the things I've heard sort of thrown out there as an idea is when you list the head coach's record, why not list the GM's record as well? Because the reality is success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel? Have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching comparative to the talent on your roster? So much contributes to winning, Kevin.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Clippers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for George.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
The Clippers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? We'll just have to wait and see.
A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny. Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Here's Green, off target at the rim. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Oh, that's blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Smailagic, true on the 14-footer.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alters, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.